Coffee Tuesday. And today on Coffee and Conversation with your girl Shakenya. When you get a minute, go to that YouTube channel Shakenya and hit subscribe. Look at some of the videos. And if you see any of them that you like, just hit share. Quit playing with me. Damn. Y'all come here every morning, watch the videos, like the videos, but you're not sharing the videos, and I'm not understanding that, because what you coming here for? What you you either with me or against me, and if you're not sharing the videos, that's not the full experience, okay? So if you come here for the full experience, look at the video, like the video, share the video. Stop leaving that part out. So y'all, another lecture day. I know I'm just coming all morning with them, but yeah, lecture day. But I'm not gonna try to hold you too long, okay, guys? I just want us to be on the same page. Yeah, I think that's what makes me a good communicator, because if we talking and you say something that's incorrect, or you try to skip past something, and we got hold up, partner, wait, what did you just say? And then let me tell you what I said. Oh, okay, we good. Okay, let's continue. And a lot of people don't like that. Some people, if you're like that, some people might look at you as being difficult. Some people feel like they can't talk to you. That's because you ain't tolerating no BS, right? And you're not gonna let too much go through without you catching it and correcting it, right? A lot of people can't handle that. Me, I need to know that we're clear. I don't want to revisit nothing. If we don't already had an understanding about something, we don't already talked about something, ain't no need to revisit it. Ain't no need, if we don't agree to disagree, for you to keep bringing it up, because we don't already settled that matter, right? So when I'm talking to somebody, I got to make sure it's clear cut. And this is the way I raised my children. So all their life, this is how they were taught to communicate. Because to me, I feel like that's effective communication. Hey, Sair, good morning. Yeah, so it's lecture time. I want to make sure we all on the same page. I really didn't know what to title this one, so I just went on to title it lecture. I wanted to talk a little bit about how things are taken in by children, right? How they interpret stuff, how they understand, the understanding of certain things that you say, right? So you got to be careful about what you say and how you say things around children, right? You got to watch the context of what you say. You got to watch what you say when you're saying it to them, because children are very impressionable, and they're little sponges, so they pick up on everything and everybody. That's why it's important to be careful about the people that you have around your children. What type of influences do you have around your children? What type of environment do you have your children in? Because they soak up all of that, right? So your child, on how I'm going to shed some light on a few things that can be said and done that can manipulate your child, right? And this helps the child to detach from you. Okay, look at you differently and form an opinion about you. No matter what you do and the things that you do, for them to see you in a certain light and form a certain opinion about you, what other people say, said many times, will influence your child, especially if it's somebody that they care about, somebody that's influential in their life, and somebody that buys them stuff. Keep in mind, that's like the most effective tool that can be used when you're trying to sway a child, and that's buying them whatever. Buying them. Think about what that means. Think about the term itself. But this is how they gain leverage over you. So they put a negative connotation and a negative spin on everything that's said about you. So when I talk to you about the term talking bad and talking bad, it don't necessarily always mean just cussing and calling them out their name. It's the stuff that you say, the terms that you use, the things that, yeah. So they look at you differently. They form an opinion about you. Everything is a negative spin. So remember, I never had a formal conversation with my baby daddy, meaning that we didn't talk much. So therefore, I still don't know what I have done that was so bad that the child was better off without me in her life, and there's no contact, no communication, no relationship, right? Now, this is a child that I birthed and raised in a house with other children, right? That I love dearly, right? A child that I treated the same as my other children, right? Yeah. How does that happen? How does that happen, right? Why does that have to happen, right? What type of father would separate a child from their mother? A daughter especially. What type of man would do that, right? Think about that for a minute. What type of man would turn a daughter against a mother? Because I couldn't have did it on my own. Yeah, I can't think of nothing. When I did my self-reflecting, I can't think of nothing that I did to cause that, and I can't think of nothing that I would have done differently other than made sure she had supervised visits with her daddy and his people. That's the only thing I would change. Because remember, my children gave me the product that I was looking for. Yeah, you got to keep that in mind. Just up until 5 years ago, my world was perfect. My children were doing everything they were supposed to do. Everybody was good. Keep that in mind. Up until just 5 years ago, my oldest daughter was in nursing school. My son was with his family. My little brother had his own house. And the baby was about to go to 11th grade Cass Tech. Keep that in mind as we move forward. Keep in mind where everybody was in life. I had just did my interview on Channel 2. I had just got the okay to take the girls to the prison because they started their program. I had just went traveling with the radio show. Just came back from California. Keep all that in mind now. This is what we were doing just up until 5 years ago. Right? My son ain't had no police contact. My daughter was in school. Everybody was good just up until 5 years ago. So again, it's not that the baby that was taken out is the reason why everybody going through what they're going through, dealing with depression, having the issues that they have. It's not that. It is, but it's not. It's not just solely that. But it was the manner of how it was done. Okay? Got to keep that in mind. So, found out what I did. Blah, 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 blah. Because you got to have a reason for doing something like that, right? And it has to be some type of narration, right? It has to be a storyline behind it. When you remove a child from a parent, you have to have a reason for why you're doing it, especially if there's no abuse or neglect, because how can you explain that? And you got to have narration for that. So I'm going to try to put in perspective some of the things that you do that's not bad, but can look bad and appear to be bad in the eyes of that child. And I'm going to tell you how it can be looked at as bad, right? So let's see. Let's start off with yesterday. Yesterday I told you about all the things that I had the children involved in, right? From the radio show to the youth program to the cleaning company to the painting and the drywall. Now, it's a lot of ways that can be taken and looked at as bad, right? But I'm only, just for the sake of time, just stay focused on one, right? So what if he told everybody that I was doing all those things, but neglected to say that the kids was doing it with me? Yeah, so he's not lying. He's not saying nothing bad. He's actually talking about all the things that I'm doing, right? Hey, but neglecting to include that the children were a part of it make it seem as if I was doing too much. I was doing a lot of stuff. I ain't had time to be a mama. I ain't had time for the kids, right? Yeah, if you leave that little part out, and that's another manipulation tip, they don't include certain details that should be included, right? If somebody's trying to gather up information, or they leave out key details and important things. So if you didn't tell everybody that the kids was at the radio show and they was at the jail tours with me and they was at the paint job, it'll make it seem like I'm doing too much and I don't have no time to be a mother. That's the impression that you would give somebody. They wouldn't know that I pick them up and take them to school and take them to practice and cooked every night. They wouldn't know that. They wouldn't know that I attended all games, all events. They wouldn't know that because they'll be so focused on, she at the radio station, or she doing this or she doing that. She ain't. I have always been into fitness. Ever since I was a child, modern dance, ran track. My grandma and them kept me at the gym. I've always been into fitness, right? I'm tightening, I'm toning, but I show pictures on my social media in my bikini. Some of y'all about to leave and go look. Yeah, I do. I show pictures of my bikini when I'm at the gym. I have videos of me working out. Which, yeah. So yeah, I've had pictures. So what if somebody says things like a mother shouldn't wear that? She too old to wear that. I'm proud of my body. Yeah. For all my children, that baby weight was gone before the kids hit preschool, right? So you got to think about that. For me to be the same size that I am since high school, after 3 kids, that's a lot of work. That ain't nothing to just skip over. You know what I'm saying? That's not nothing to look at lightly. Because that means that I had to watch what I eat for 51 years. That means I had to be disciplined for 51 years. That means I couldn't abuse drugs and alcohol in those 51 years. That means I had to work out consistently in those 51 years. So yeah, you got to think about, well, not the whole 51 because I was a baby, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. I had to take care of myself, right? I had to take care of my body, right? So therefore, it can be looked at as a bad thing. I'm exposing myself. I'm out here naked. And again, I don't know if any of this stuff was said, but I'm just thinking about the narratives that can possibly be used for the fact of, for my child not to want to be a part of my life. You got to think about that. That child was influenced so much so to where that child was the one that told me she didn't want to live with me. So even if she didn't want to live with me and went to go stay with her dad, why does my role have to be canceled out as a mother? Why am I not respected? Why is there not no phone calls, conversation, no relation? As soon as she went to his door, communication stopped. She didn't say bye to me. She didn't say bye to her siblings. She didn't say bye to my family. Why did she have to say bye? Because when she was under my roof, she saw him every weekend and every summer. No interruptions. If he left us Wednesday, Friday, she was over there. So why when she go stay with him, it's nothing. He don't call. He ain't called. I don't know what's going on with her. She don't call. She don't come see me when she in town. It's like I'm a bad mama. So let me see. Me shopping at the Goodwill. How many of y'all shop at the thrift store? You shop at the Goodwill? Yeah, I didn't like it when I was a kid. My grandma used to take us to the Goodwill all the time. I didn't like it as a kid, but when I got older, when I got custody of my little brothers, and when I started seeing the stuff that they have, I like vintage clothing, right? And I like pieces that I ain't gonna see nobody else in. You know what I mean? So yeah, I love the Goodwill, and also it was a way of saving money. You know, I'm keen on money management and budgeting and things of that nature. So when I had 3 boys, yeah, it made sense to go to the Goodwill out in the suburbs and get their uniforms and whatnot, you know. So when the girls came along, yeah, I do the same thing. They would be so happy when they in there. They would like the clothes that's in there. All you got to do is take them home and wash them, right? So if you got somebody that's talking mess about somebody that shop at the Goodwill, talking about they cheat, they broke, why would you buy somebody else's clothes? Why would you wear somebody else? That's nasty. If you got somebody that says that over and over and over again, a child is being conditioned to think that that's it, right? So a child won't never step in no Goodwill. They would look down on people that yeah, you creating a whole piece, you know what I'm saying, to a puzzle that can be changed and altered and looked at differently. The picture on the puzzle changes. You know what I'm saying? All because somebody is talking negatively and saying things like this. So you got me on one hand showing them that you can still live that good life and look good for less money and this and that. And you got somebody over here that if you ain't paying top dollar, you stupid, right? Well, that's a conundrum. That's not even adding up. Right? That's 2 lifestyles. That's 2 different. You got one person that's credit conscious, that lives within their means, and then you got somebody over here that's trying to stay with the Joneses, keep up with the Joneses, don't credit messed up, living beyond. Yeah, you teaching 2 different lifestyles. But you can see how that can look bad, right? Me working all these jobs and doing what I'm doing, and I ain't rich yet. Shit, is you rich? You welcome. Yeah, but I make money. I do good for myself. Yeah, with all the things they're doing, and make it so bad. Everything that I'm doing, I love doing. So when I'm working, it's not work to me, right? I'm passionate about everything that I'm doing. I'm okay with everything that I'm doing. And would you know that if I wasn't taking care of so many people and looking out for so many people, I would be rich. So just an example. I get a paint job, $1,500, right? I can put an extra 2 or 3 days on that paint job and take all the $1,500, right? Or I can cut my time by 3 days and hire 2 people and split that money. I'm going to do that. I'm taking care of 2 people. I got a couple dollars. I can stretch a couple dollars. I'm good, right? But that can be looked down upon, right? I'm doing all this for nothing. My program ain't helping nobody. Fix it, Jesus. That radio show ain't doing nothing. Ain't nobody watching it. Fix it, Jesus. But why though? Why would it be so hard to just give me credit for what I do? Why would it be so hard for her to be a part of my life? How was her being a part of my life and me being a part of her such a disruption with what they had going on when we all wanted the same thing for her? You got to make that make sense to me. And until it does, I'm going to come on every morning with coffee and conversation. Yeah, because you got to make that make sense to me. Because I work hard at being me. I work hard at everything I do. Yeah, I work hard. I go hard, right? So for all that to be just chopped up as nothing, yeah, you got to make that make sense to me. Even if we was in competition with each other, how the fuck could have won, right? She in school right now. I got a degree. He don't. She got a business. I got a business. He don't. Like, it's so many things that's just nothing makes sense in this. Nothing makes sense in this, right? So we're going to find out together as we go through here, right? So if you got somebody on the other side that's working against you and saying all of these things, that's negative talk, that's going against you. I was teaching my kids that they can do anything and they can be whatever they want to be. And I was the living example of it. When they see me get up in the morning, go to a paint job, change, go to the office, change, go to the radio show, change. That's letting me. That's me showing them you can do anything that you put your mind to, right? Anything you dedicated to, anything that you put work towards, you can do it, right? Happy with my body, taking care of my body, loving myself. I'm teaching that. I'm showing that. They see it, right? They see it when I eat. They see it when I cook. They see it when I work out. They see it when I put on my clothes and I look good in them. Fix it, Jesus. Money management. Teaching them how to survive in Detroit. Baby, you'll be surprised. Just shopping at the Goodwill, how that'll change your life, right? Like living beyond your means, right? Showing them money management skills. I'm teaching all of that. Just going to the Goodwill, right? How could anybody distort that? Why would anybody want to distort that, right? So, I think that's it. Do what they passionate about. Do what they love. So, believe in yourself. Never giving up. Yeah, I was demonstrating all of that. So, y'all, that was lecture time. Tomorrow, we're going to get back into the classes. We're going to get back into how those manipulation tips are used. And we're going to talk about another term. Yesterday, I threw a term at you and you probably didn't catch it. What was it? Punishment got to fit the crime. Yeah, meaning you just can't take a baby out of a parent's life or keep a baby from a parent, not letting them go visit. And unless you have some type of reason, some type of proof, some type of everything happening all the time, type baby being put in harm's way all the time, you tired of telling them, like, it got to be a build-up. You can't just take a baby. You got to be a reason for you to just take a baby out of somebody's life, right? So, y'all, that's it for Coffee and Conversation. Tomorrow, we're going to get back to the classes. Just had to do some lectures. This your 12th grade year. I'm getting you ready for college. Is you ready? All right, y'all, I'm out. Oh, y'all was checking in. Hey, DD. Hey, Ray. Mosley in the building. Hey, Porter. Good morning, baby. I talked to you already, Aunt. What up, Will? Okay, y'all, I'm out. Gotta watch my back. I don't know. Coming in the door.